Guardian home inspection performing sewer line inspection for subject property 19919 Londelius Street, Northridge, California. Square footage on the property is 1392 square feet, built in 1956, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I'm going through a clean out located at the front of the property. The clean out is a 4-inch ABS line. So I'm going to do a diagnostic main lateral sewer line inspection. I have a little string tied to my camera to turn it. Now I'm done with the string. Pull that out. So, alright, so the goal here is to get to the main city sewer connection, the city saddle. So, at the connection here, I went in with ABS, 4-inch ABS, and it quickly transitioned right at the clean out, maybe like a foot into the clean out. It transitions to clay. See that orange pipe there? That's clay pipe. So the goal here, like I said, is to get to the main city connection, and then I'm going to look for any issues. See right here we have a little step off, that little, half-inch step off. So I'm going to note that it's collecting water. Not a big, huge issue. I'm not sure why that's happening, but it's there. So I'm going to trace this line all the way to the city connection, hopefully. Sometimes I'm not able to get all the way to the city connection just because there might be an obstruction or too many turns. So at this point, I don't have the water turned on. I will flush the toilet once I'm all the way at the city connection. So on the bottom left-hand side, you see the -6. That's telling me that the pipe is sloped away or downward, minus 6 degrees. You rarely want to see any plus sign or plus numbers there, because then if you see +3, +4, that means the pipe is sloping upwards, where that wouldn't be a good slope. So right here we're still at -3, -4. Looks good. So these clay pipes, they're really good. The clay pipes are good. They still use them to this day. The only issue is that sometimes the joints, they're concrete based joints, that could get damaged. And see, at 3 o'clock you do have some minor tree root intrusion or some like roots. See that? Very minimal. Maybe some chemical being flushed down that would fix that. See, these joints look good. I don't see any issues with that. Just that minor little tree root intrusion. Very little. You see some here at 3 o'clock again, just a little bit there. Nothing to write home about. And there's no visible trees at the front of the property, so those might be old roots that just been there for forever, since the property's built. I'm not sure. Here's a little more pipe here, clay. So I'm seeing here the clay pipe here, it is broken. I do see it. So now if that circle was the clock face, I would see that 4. See that 4 o'clock? See that crack there? 4 o'clock. And then it extends upward, where the cracks on the upper side, don't really matter too much because the sewage flows on the bottom of the pipe, but it's broken. See that? So now I'm looking at it at 10 o'clock. That pipe at 10 o'clock. See that? Right there. See how it's cracked? So I'm going to note that. I have a locator which will locate it. It's located at the test tee. Look at right at the meter, front of the property. That test tee is usually at the meter. So now this is better quality clay pipe. You see it? See, it's nicer looking clay pipe. So I was able to come and push this line or my camera in dry, because I don't see any obstructions, any issues with this pipe except that crack there that I'm going to note. Usually the water will help me push my sewer camera but on this one I was able to push properly and easily. So now this is getting closer to the city connection. I do see a little bit of, no, that's just build up, no tree root. So that's the city saddle right there. So at this point it looks good. That city saddle looks okay. I don't see any issues with that. So I'm going to go in and flush the toilet and see if we get some water flow. Matt.
Yes, sir.
Can you do me a favor and flush the toilet?
Yes, sir. Oh, are you doing the sewer line?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I had the real estate agent not flush the toilet. You're going to get a gush of water in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The video. Sometimes they'll do a video and you can
Here comes the water.
Not all of them do that, but you need it flushed again?
No, I think we should get some water in a second. It's just 70 feet out. So there it goes. There's the water. So it looks good. That's the flush toilet. So now I'm just gonna,
Is it ABS?
so no, this is clay here, which is typical for a 1956 home.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's the city connection. They call it the city saddle. You can barely see it. See that? Yeah, exactly.
True.
Yeah, exactly. And then so now I'm just retracting the camera, so it's all clay pipe here.
Okay.
This looks good. You know, I don't see any issues with this, except at one location. I'll show you. So I'm backtracking, and right now I will locate it, but I think it's right by the meter, just because there's like this test tee, it's called. That's usually by the meter.
That's
right.
What you identified it? That white stuff?
All right, I located that crack. I mean, look at that crack. It's not that big of a deal. Look, at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it's there. But it doesn't appear to allow solids to pass. But you will have some leaking, probably, in that area if you were to dig it up. So see on top, too, at 10, 9, 10. See that crack up there? So I'll note it. It's 5.5 feet deep. Looking at the front of the property, I did take a picture, and I'll note it. So at this point, I'm just going to backtrack my camera. So if you wanted to do a spot repair, that's where you would do it. Dig down, but everything else looked okay. See this? Clay pipe, no issues. Age-related wear, not a big, huge issue. Now I'm just retracting my camera.
So this is Chatswood High School.
Tracking my camera. All this looks okay. You know, and these sewer line inspections, I always catch something minimal here and there. There's a little offset there. Look at underneath the driveway. I think that's too big of a concern. And this is the property here. This is going back inside the property. Sometimes I'm able to do that. That's inside, cast iron. Oh, it's okay. It's tough for me to get back that way because it's not a two-way cleanout. Alright. Guess I'm done.